Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Sarah. I put up the cute little tree. I put this up in another video for Bookmas. I wanted to do my new reading journal today. This is my reading journal that I've been filling out in 2023. I think I've shown it in a few videos, but it's like my favorite thing ever. It takes some time, but I really do like writing down all my favorite quotes and just like looking back and seeing all the books that I read. I have to still fill out some entries, but I literally only have one page left. And then there's Ignite Me, and I definitely read more books since Ignite Me. What we're gonna do is we're gonna use the first half of this book that we're in for 2024 and just finish up our 2023 reads. That's what we're gonna be doing today. We're gonna be putting together my 2024 reading journal. I'm gonna take some old spreads that I have because I liked them, but I'm also gonna use some new ones that I've seen. I just did a little disclaimer in the first page that we're gonna catch up on 2023, and then added in the books that I couldn't fit in the other reading journal. However, I know I'm gonna read more for the rest of this year, but I'm not gonna leave any pages. I'll just continue that with the next one. For our beginning of our 2024 reading journal, as far as title pages go, for this, I'm like very much the simpler the better. So I just did like a little book journal label in the very beginning, and that's all I did for my title page. And I kind of like that because I found out, like, in keeping this reading journal this entire year, I feel like I've been pretty good at it. But it's because it was low maintenance for me. Like, if something is high maintenance, just hasn't worked. I figured like low maintenance is what actually helps me keep track of my stuff. Simple and easy and to the point. Sarah's 2024 reading journal. So in my 2023 reading journal, the first page that I had is just this cute little picture and one of my favorite quotes, and I kind of like this idea. I did very much like a sort of black and white dark academia theme last year. I kind of like that, so I am going to print some more sort of like dark academia pictures. We'll find a good quote. Okay, you guys, so I went a little bit rogue. I was on Pinterest for much longer than I thought I would be. I don't exactly have the dark academia black and white theme that I did in this book, but I just decided to print out a bunch of pictures of books I liked and quotes I liked. So this is what we're working with right now. I think what I'm gonna do is, instead of handwriting the quotes, even though I liked doing that, I'm just going to tape these on and then just write the actual like TBR or whatever that I'm gonna use to track my reading in here next to them. So I had like a huge to be read in this 2023 journal, but I didn't really use it as much as I thought I would because I used Goodreads to track everything anyway. So instead, I'm just going to write 24 books that I want to read in 2024. We finished our 24 books in 2024. I don't know how I feel about these twos. I never do these types of twos, but for some reason I just did it the first time and I have to stick with it now. So I don't know what to do about that. The ones I have listed right now are Daisy Hates the Great Undoing, Powerless, The Ballad of Never After, Never, Sword Catcher, Throne of the Fallen, and Throne of Glass. Those are the only few that I have right now. I just looked on my physical TBR, and those ones are the ones that I'm really, really anticipating, but I'm gonna leave extra space for new releases that come out in 2024 that I don't know about yet. So that's gonna be our first little spread. And then this one is gonna be trickier because on this one, I'm going to do the books I have read spread. And it's gonna be a very simple spread, and I'm just gonna put another picture over here and then just like books I've read in a little title, and then I'm just gonna start like listing space for like the name of the title and the author, and I think I'm gonna leave this one and this one for my books I've read. So that's gonna be our next thing. Honestly, I think I'm gonna do this little quote for the books I've read because I love, this is the quote from Harry Potter where it says, "Is this real or has this been happening inside my head?" And then Albus responds, "Of course it is happening inside your head, Harry, but why on earth should that mean that it is not real?" And I feel like that just encompasses how I feel, especially when I'm reading fantasy books. And then this one of the little enchanted garden on the next page. We just finished our red spread and I have the little enchanted garden picture here, and then I just ripped a page of the blank printer paper and wrote books I read, and then I have two little columns, one for title of a book and one for author. And then I did the same thing on this page, title and author. And then I have the Harry Potter quote that I love so much right here at the end. That's our little spread we're gonna be doing for the books we've read. And there's only one more spread that I wanna do before just writing like my entries. I saw this on another book journal video. I think it was Destiny's Sidwell's book journal video. She did like a little monthly stats page and I think it was so cute. So I'm gonna do my little monthly stats. For this one, we're just gonna write our monthly stats for all 12 months of the year, how many books we read, and genre. Again, it's gonna be super simple, but I think it's still gonna look cute. We just finished our monthly tracker page. Basically for every month, I wrote what month it was, the number of books, and a space for the genres that I read that month, because I feel like I never really paid attention to the types of genres I read. I mean, I think I read mainly fantasy and romance, but I like to actually see like the stats of how many I actually read. Okay, so I think that's all that I'm gonna do as far as like setting up the reading journal, and then that'll start the entries that look like this. These are the entries that I'm going to stick with because I like them, where I have the title, the stars that I gave it, the author, and the dates I read it in, and then a page for quotes and a page for summaries. That is the way that I track my books and my feelings about them. Alright, so let's do a final flip through. The very first page, of course, is the one that I left for the overflow from 2023. So we have the catch-up and then the books. And then the 2024 reading journal title page is Sweet and Simple. And then you flip it, and I have this like sort of collage page. But basically I just added in this picture, which is basically like the parapet from Fourth Wing, and a little quote here and a quote here, and then welcome to my library. And then I'm getting one of those Sarah's library stamps, and I want to stamp it like right here. Just a little intro page. The next page is the one of the 24 books in 2024. So we have this picture of the library, another good quote, something about me, I love quotes, and then 24 books in 2024. And then you have books I read with place for the title and author, and then continued on the next page with one of my favorite quotes from Harry Potter. And then the next page is our monthly tracker, and then the next page is gonna be where I'm gonna start my entries, which is the main point of my reading journal, to keep track of the books I read and the quotes that I loved and how I felt about it. So yes, that is all I'm gonna do right now for my reading journal. I think I'm gonna put some stickers on the front like I did for this one. I'm gonna have to look up some, I'm sure you'll see it in future videos, but I really like just the classic black reading journal. That's why I got another one, and yeah. this is making me so excited for all the amazing books that I'm gonna read in 2024. And I just can't wait to start filling this out with more amazing books. So yeah, that is gonna be all from me today. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.